All right, so I'm actually leaving the potential haircut I was going to get. I just go to Fantastic Sam's. It's just cheap and quick, but there's only one lady there, and she's got another customer. So she said, come back in about maybe 30, 40 minutes, and there'll be other people there, and they'll be able to help me. So I live like 3 minutes down the road, so that's fine. I'm going to go play with Sue, get that out of the way before it gets too hot. It's been hot here this past couple of days in California. Let's see, what was I going to talk about? Yeah, I'm going to talk about just how people are. It's just got to be positive. No matter what, they just can't handle truth. So there's, for those of you who don't know, I'm autistic. Amazing, right? Like, see me in my real life if you have any doubts of it. See me from like childhood to now at 51, how my life has been navigated and the things that I've dealt with. And I'm the dog savant, right? I have a take on dogs that most people don't, because I'm seeing things and understanding patterns and sensory issues that a lot of trainers in my profession just don't, they don't relate to because they're not wired the way I do. So again, what could be a gift is also a hindrance for me. Big time hindrance. Don't think it's all fun and roses. I just have to lean into it because I can't control it. I am who I am. But I also, like love on the spectrum and all these other things. And some of these people, granted, they're like level 2 autism, which is like I'm level 1. I can take care of myself. I can, not really get a job, but I can work. I can do what I'm doing for a living to earn a living and pay my bills. And some relationships are okay, but they're always a struggle like that level. But I follow it, and it's good for people to see that, like, what we go through. I should be on love on the spectrum. The same friggin' challenges, but I'm not presenting as autistic enough as someone like these. So Connor, I like Connor. He's funny. He's I like him. But what happens even to us autistics is we get, we sell out sometimes. And what I saw on I follow him on Instagram, is he's doing this whole little video about like begging strips and like just the crappiest BHA ridden colored garbage. Like, just it's poison. It's like basically giving your kids candy. It's like maybe a treat once in a while, but he's promoting it like this is good for your dogs. So I commented like, maybe don't promote this crap for your dogs. It's not good for them. And then I get like, people like it because people understand. People are pretty aware of health, and even for animals these days. And I get a response from someone, I don't know if they're related to him, but we only want to keep positive. So I'm like, I'm not being negative. I'm telling the truth. If he's putting this out there and what he's saying is gonna indirectly or directly harm other dogs from buying it and eating it over time, because Connor promotes it and feeds it to his dog. So, and I says, this is my profession. My job and the way I make my living is the well-being and, benefit of dogs. So it is kind of my platform to say something. You can delete the comment, and then something like, well, look, some of us just unfortunately see that financial gain is more important than the truth. Something to that effect, I commented. And, again, it's going to probably get removed, or people are not going to like it, but this is the reality. People are not telling you the truth. Trainers are full of shit. Yesterday I had a client that was, they thousands of dollars, this positive reinforcement. I show up the no pull harness and this, and it was gaslight, but it's a no pull harness, but it's a gentle lead. And they use these words like buzzwords: gentle, force free, positive only. It's nonsense. It's not reality. And they think they make it polarized, where if you're not doing it their way, you're being abusive, mean, whatever it's all nonsense, because I'm living it every day, and nothing that I've done, correcting dogs, setting boundaries, showing them leadership in the role we have with them, they're all happier and calmer and just not acting out. If a dog's overreacting to a life that you provide everything for, they're not happy. There's something amiss. So all that positive stuff. So anyway, she was frustrated. She was hesitant to even hire another trainer. And what I got mad at is that trainer would gaslight her when she's like, when I was, my other dog, we used the training collar and we didn't have this issue. And it's like, well, those are abusive and this, that. So she, as a dog owner, doesn't know, and she feels bad because the professional is telling her that's, within minutes, we had that dog under control. I talked about it yesterday in the video. We were out at a busy trailhead where there were dogs coming and going. No issue. Wasn't even an effort for me. I had the right understanding, interpretation of what was going on, and we used the right tool. If you're an experienced trainer, you don't use something that triggers opposition reflex. You should know that. You should have an understanding of handling carting, pulling sled dogs, It's just such basic principles of, I mean, just even observe. Watch people whose dogs have a collar or leash that's up high behind the ears. Look at ones that have something low on their neck or across their chest. Look at the ratio of dogs that are pulling, reacting, and lunging on those versus the ones that are using a training collar. And also observe, are those dogs happy? Are they shut down? Do they look like they're scared of their owners? Do they look like their lives are miserable? Or are they just content? They're just zen. They're like, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to go there. That's the whole point of this. You just don't want the dog to feel they need to go there. It's not about threat. It's not even about bribery. It's just conditioning some responses. But the consciousness you're creating in a dog and the realization to be like, oh, if I don't react, I'm still safe. Oh my God, look at me, I'm alive. No problem. That's where the dog has to see it through that deep level of focus that we create in commands and the correction and rewards to attain it, and more so a role to show leadership that the dog feels that we're not just intervening when we're on the walk, when there's a greeting, when we're coming and going for separation anxiety. It's the lifestyle. You can't just have part-time this. You can't part-time this. That's how it is. All right, waking up now. Got my coffee kicking in. I'm ready to go. Thanks.